Yo, foreigner, you crazy for this one.
Yeah, that thing I'm jab riding when I'm left hooking. Fiends say they love me cause they know I keep that sack moving. Sad to say, but this the life that I have grew in. I had to hustle, skipping class, man, I was true in. I can flip some packs and teach you how to do it. This the real deal. Better watch your back cause people will kill. Kill Bill, kill switch on the Glock. Yeah, this the real. And people spin around them blocks just like a Ferris wheel. But that's enough of that. Let me tell you about my life and where I grew up at. I grew up in the south of Topeka. Then I moved to the east in the streets and I ain't fucking with neither. I ain't the type to go with kill or go and sit on that block. I'm the type to get some trees.
Hey, what's good with it? It's your boy Trey Podcast. We want to take a quick break and tell you to tap in with our most recent videos, tap in with all our social medias, and thank you for watching.
Yo! Welcome to the Bucket Discussions Podcast. This is the podcast where we go beyond the stat sheet. We go beyond the narratives to bring all that real, authentic, fire sports conversation, man. It's your boy Taj, a.k.a. TJ,
Yes,
a.k.a.
sir.
Mike,
Mm-hmm.
Big Mike, a.k.a.
Yeah.
for the homie Pac. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my boy, J. Coop.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Bucket Discussions Podcast. It is the man, Jay Coop, man. Hey, it's been a couple weeks since we've popped back on here, but, you know, we've been doing our own thing individually, so shout out to my guy, Taj. He's been grinding. I've been trying to push out videos, but we are back on here for another episode of Bucket Discussions, the greatest sports podcast in Topeka, Kansas, man. So make sure y'all tap in and y'all stay tapped in because we got a special episode for you. But before that, it is a Sunday, so do we have any church announcements, my man?
Church announcements, you know this is the most important part of church. Guys, like Coop said, me and him both been, uploading videos, man, trying to push out this content. Make sure you're tapped in with us on YouTube. Make sure you're tapped in with us on TikTok. And I haven't been on there, honestly, but I'm going to get back onto it at Bucket Discussions Pod.
I thought they was taking it down, to be honest with you. I don't know
No,
what happened to that.
Yeah, it's still up there, man. It's still up
Really?
there.
I don't know what happened to that, but hey, man, keep doing your thing on TikTok.
No, for sure, bro. It's damn near like it's like a spam page for me to get out my takes. Whether you think they're garbage, whether you think they're great, man. We talk about everything on there, man, not just sports, but yeah. Add Bucket Discussions Pod. And then make sure you're just, like, share, subscribe. Stay tapped in with us. And we greatly appreciate
you. Yes, sir.
Well, without further ado, we're going to hop straight into the podcast, man. Let's get it going.
Do it.
First off, I want to shout out, I got the Celtics. This is not Celtics green, but it's green, you feel me? I want to shout out Rajon Rondo, one of my favorite players, not just point guards, but players, man. As a basketball player, man, if you ever hoop with me, you know I love to pass the ball.
Yeah.
I get joy from an assist, man, just as I do. Yeah. So, honestly, I got that mentality and that mindset from Rajon Rondo, man, just growing up watching him play. My dad was a Lakers fan, but for whatever reason, I just always was like, damn, who was number 9 off the Celtics? Like, seeing him, he's always like, he does everything for the team. He's rebounding, he's passing the ball. He may shoot a layup here and there and get a point, but like he was more so focused on getting everybody, locked in and getting everybody set up and just being a floor general, man. So I always respected that. And then he came to my Lakers and won a championship. I'm like, damn, bro, like watching him play was just like, I was in awe, man. Him and LeBron's IQ, insane. Even LeBron shot him out on the podcast, Minding the Game with JJ Redick, and was like, that's one of the smartest players I ever played with. And I feel like Rajon Rondo doesn't get a lot of credit. And like, I feel like just because he played with Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and all those Paul Pierce, man, Ticking and Truth, people just like overlook him, man, and be like, yeah. And then he's also a very funny guy, man. He's on All the Smoke now with Matt Barnes and Steven Jack, man. So I'm like, damn, this is dope. We get to see his development after his career. He's also in college still. So shout out to Rajon Rondo, man. Thank you for playing the game with such a passion, man, and being unselfish. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Rajon Rondo, man. I really was never that big of a fan of him. Not his game personally, but I don't know. My Clippers had a lot of battles with his teams. So, like, I don't know. It was more of just like a fan thing. But I got to respect his game because he is – I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of people debating if he was a Hall of Famer or not. I don't know if I go that far, but I can see them putting him on there, to be honest. Like, I feel like he deserves it.
He's definitely a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah, I'd say so. They was debating it because I forgot who else they was talking about. I think it was like him and Vince Carter or something, but I don't know. I think Rajon Rondo personally is someone that's not even that big of a fan of him. I think he deserves to be a Hall of Famer because he was, one of the more, integral pieces of that Boston Celtics team, one of the best teams, we ever saw. So, like, I just feel like he definitely was a big part of that, even though he probably was the fourth option after the three guys that you named. But man, Rajon Rondo, man, he was just a highlight machine. Like so many damn passes that you didn't even think he was gonna make. Like, there were so many, like the one where he was driving in, he spun. I think he passed it to someone in the corner or something. He's had so many passes like that, but like the behind the heads, it's just like, man, he be going crazy, man. So shout out to Rajon Rondo, and like you said, helped your Lakers win a championship. I think he's one of like two players to only win a championship with the Lakers and the Boston Celtics. So that's a
That's
pretty
insane.
crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's a pretty impressive thing to do because those are pretty two prestige franchises, and the fact that he won help a championship with both of those teams. Hey man, you got to tip your cap to him because like not many people doing that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, as Rajon Rondo, man, he was on my Clippers for a short amount of time. He's played with 9 NBA teams, so that's damn near freaking like that's 10% of the league if you think about it. Like
I was
that's
just
crazy
about
to
to
think
ask
about.
you, like, damn, I was trying to remember if he played for the Clippers or not, but he played with you guys in what, 2021? That's when when Kawhi got hurt in the playoffs, right?
Yep, yep, I
Okay,
remember
yeah.
that. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I
I
thought it
remember
was the
you
year
wasn't
before,
rocking
but
with him very much, bro. You was ready to get him
yeah,
on the team.
yeah, he did have a stretch. Remember, I don't know if you remember that, like where we were playing really well. I think we was like 7-1, 7-2 or something when he got there. But like I was like, hey man, shout out to Rajon Rondo. But once the playoffs came, he couldn't get shit to fall. But he was on that team that made the Western Conference Finals. So like, hey man, shout out to Rajon Rondo. He was one of the, what I'm saying, he was one of those guys that just knew the game so well. Like he didn't even really have to be in his prime to help the guys on the court. Like he was just finding guys in their spot. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rajon Rondo, one of the smartest NBA players we probably ever seen in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So, got to pay respect to that man because he was going crazy back then.
For sure, man. And shout out to him. He's coaching his son's AAU team or whatever.
Oh,
So
really?
it's
That's
glad that
what's up.
he's paying that knowledge for it, man. Because
Real shit. And hey, man, he did have one of the best pictures in NBA history with him and his son on the court
oh
when his
yeah,
son was
yeah,
drinking
yeah,
that
yeah.
wine.
I forgot about that, bro.
That shit was fire.
Also, I want to share this real quick, man. My favorite Rajon Rondo highlight. You was just talking about all the crazy passes he had, man.
Yeah.
It's honestly not even just a highlight; it's a move. When he goes to the
Mhm.
and he fakes behind his back like he's about to pass to the corner, and then shoots the layup. That's my
Fire, bro.
favorite Rajon Rondo
Bro, I
ever,
feel like
bro.
everyone's tried that in their hoop sets before. I swear everyone's at least tried that at least one time.
I'm
I've
telling
tried
you.
that. Hell, I've done it. Hey, it worked, man, a couple of times, but
And then like he also has like some of the biggest hands for a point guard, bro. So like you could just palm the ball, fake it, and then you just shooting a layup. Like
and also, bro, he was a really good defensive point guard. A lot of people forget. Like
yeah, yeah,
he was
yeah,
one of those guys, hella all defensive guys back then. So
yeah.
yeah, man, he was just doing it. Like he really was in my opinion, like retrospect, if you think about it back then, he was one of the best point guards in the league. But like if you think about it back then, like he really wasn't getting a lot of the credit he may deserve.
And he
And a
wasn't
lot
the
of people
biggest name. He wasn't the
yeah,
biggest.
and
So
also I don't know if you remember that when he was on Dallas for a little bit, Dallas fans hated him
yeah,
because him and
yeah,
Rick Carlisle got into it. So I don't know, people just like use
yeah.
that as his perception. You know what I'm saying? And he was with the Kings for a little bit. He was everywhere for a while, bro. Like I said, 9 NBA teams. That's a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Ish Smith type of time. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, shout out to Rajon Rondo, man.
Shout
He's
out
all
Rondo. Shout out Ishmael too, man.
yeah, buckets, 2 buckets, man.
But hey, let's speaking on retirement, let's transition into LeBron James
Ooh,
slash Bronny's entering the draft. When I seen that news, I got really excited, man, because I'm happy for the young bull. I was kind of surprised too, though. I'm
bittersweet.
like, damn, like I posted up on my Snapchat story, like, damn, young, and that's how you feeling straight to the league. Do
That's
like
how he's
Bron go
feeling.
straight to league, like that's what we on. But
Hey, man. He's got potential. I will say that.
I thought it was kind of coincidental though, like how LeBron announced that he was going to only be playing 1 or 2 more years in the league, and then his son was like, "I'm entering the draft." Bro, we did talk about this a few podcasts ago, so we don't need to spend that much time on it, bro. But once again, I'm gonna reiterate. I hope that this is not like pressure coming from his pops. You feel me? To be like, "Oh, you need to go to the league, or you need to do this, you need to do that." Um, but honestly, bro, I'm gonna be watching this story. I think it's gonna be a pretty fun thing to keep an eye on, bro. Like I'm assuming that the Lakers draft Bronny because a lot of people are he might not get drafted. I'm like, nah. I feel like if he's entering the draft, he's doing it for a reason. But I just hope it's not gonna be hell for him once he gets to the league because like you're gonna be playing with your pops, and obviously a lot of people have much respect for your dad, bro. But your dad can't hoop in the league for you. Like you said, he's
Yeah.
only gonna be playing 1 or 2 more years after he leaves, bro. Like Well, yeah, it might get hectic for him, bro. Like we seen how Austin Rivers was treated in the league, and that's a player that I always will cape up for, just because I feel like his play gets disrespected just because of who his dad is, and I don't want that. I don't want that to happen to Bronny, man. So I wish the young man all the best, man. I'm a fan of Bronny as a person, as a basketball player, man. I just hope I hope he has a solid career, man. And I'm rooting for him. But what you think about? Oh shit! What you think about you think about LeBron announcing his retirement and then Bronny entering the league? Let me know.
Oh man, bro, it's like you said, bro. It's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet moment because like you said, Braun mentioned his retirement, but you got his son talking about entering the league, so it's bittersweet. You know what I'm saying? We got one guy coming in, one guy going out, so it's like, man, it's just it's bittersweet. But at the same time, like I don't know. As for Bronny James, man, I will say like there's a lot of people speculating maybe that he ain't good enough, but I will say the man, he's only like 18, 19, something like 20, something like that. But he's still got a lot of potential, so I will give him that. But I will say, I mean, staying another year or two probably wouldn't be the worst decision in the world. But hey, like you said, if he's feeling like he's good enough to go into the league, who the hell am I to try to tell Bronny James he ain't good enough? Because I mean, there's a lot of guys in this league that you might, be questioning, especially on some of the worst teams in the league, like the Wizards, you got the Grizzlies, the goddamn who the Utah Jazz, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of crappy teams that with a lot of, just G League mid players on their team. So it's like, man, if Bronny James got a chance, I bet he can make an impact on a team at least somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And like you said before the episode, especially under the right head coach, you said your coworker or friend was talking about him going to the Spurs. Now, I don't know if the Spurs would use that high of a draft pick on a guy like Bronny James, with all due respect. But again, this draft class that we got coming up really isn't even that great anyway. So who knows, man? Who knows where Bronny James is going to fall in the draft? But I do see, I can see a team picking him up. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the first or the second round of the draft, because, I mean, he's LeBron James' son. He's, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who the hell wouldn't want him on his? And I ain't even trying to say just because of his name, but like, you know what I'm saying? He's got potential. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows, LeBron James, he ain't going for that shit. He ain't gonna let his son slack off in the league. You know what I'm saying? If he sees him slipping, he's gonna be on that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like a pamper, as my guy Taj would say. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm excited though. I'm excited. But as for Bronny, as for LeBron, man, it is a little bittersweet because it's like if his son comes in the league, I could see him staying for a little bit longer. But man, I will say it would be so like just heartbreaking to see LeBron James retire because it's like, man, you once he retires, bro, the league is never gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, damn, LeBron James is not playing another NBA game again. Like, damn, like that would be hard to digest. You know what I'm saying? As just a NBA fan. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man,
Yeah,
I don't know
bro.
how to. It's
So I
tough.
honestly, after you spoke, bro, a lot was popping into my head, bro. First off, let's talk about the NBA draft. The NBA draft is not very entertaining to watch, bro. Like
Yeah, it's
compared to
pretty
the,
ass.
I just thought about it compared to the NFL draft. Like the NFL draft is like a 3 day spectacle and event, just because like your team has a chance to pick a diamond in a rough player. I'm not saying they're going to end up being superstars, but like players that end up really contributing to your team, like they can. For instance, I know I'm always talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Back to back, shout out to the Chiefs. We got 4 chips now as a franchise. I don't remember. Correct me down below if I'm wrong, but shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. Like we picked L'Jarius Sneed, who ended up being a star level cornerback, and he was a 4th rounder. Nobody even knew who he was. So like the NFL draft, you always have a chance to pick a good player in the later rounds. But in the NBA draft, I remember my pops told me when I was watching it, probably like 2015, 2016, he was like, the NBA draft's a crapshoot. And I didn't understand what he was saying at the time. But now I'm like, after the first, probably not even in the lottery, because like there's some bad players picked in the lottery, but like after the first 10 picks, there's really not a lot of great players. Obviously, you have those players that are gems, that are second rounders, that are like late round, first round picks, bro. But for people to act like Bronny James can't get picked in the second round, how many
Yeah,
how many players get picked in the second round, even in the first round, that just fade away, bro? Like nobody, okay, you drafted them, they
yeah,
don't do shit for your team or their energy.
yeah.
So like I feel like that may be a problem with the not NFL, but the NBA developing players, bro. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't see a lot of players really getting developed. Um, but I think Bronny James, any team could pick him up in the second round. So I don't think that's like that far of a stretch for him to get picked up. People acting like he just like is a completely terrible player. Like, no, the
Yeah,
man.
that's not the case. And
Um,
I know he averaged like 5 points or whatever, like this season or whatever in
yeah,
school.
yeah,
But like, I mean, like you just said, bro, there isn't. I know the NBA. I think they're trying to expand the NBA draft to like 2 days now or
yeah. I
whatever.
seen something about that. Yeah,
But it's but like you said, bro, I don't really see a world where Bronny James doesn't really get picked. Like especially out of 2 rounds where there's what 30, 60
he gets
picks in
60
each round.
picks. Yeah,
So it's like, man, like come on now. I don't feel like there's 129 NBA players that are in this NBA draft coming that I don't think are better than Bronny James. You know what I'm saying? I think the highest projected pick isn't it like Cooper Flag or something like that. Like this draft
oh yeah,
really is
yeah.
not. It's really not that great. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even really into college like that or just college hoops like that. But just what I've been hearing, I've looked at like some of the drafts that people have done and shit. I'm just like I don't really know a lot of these people, so it's like I can see Bronny James getting picked, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why he can't be in the league,
But
and
yeah,
if it's on the Spurs or
not to
whatever.
disrespect any of the players in the draft or even like, I'm
Oh
not even
yeah, not at
getting
all.
into
It's just not
comparing
the.
him to any of the
It's
players in
not.
the
Yeah.
draft, but obviously adding in the factor that LeBron James is his dad, he's gonna get drafted. So for everybody acting like, oh my
Yeah.
God, he won't like no, bro, he's gonna get drafted. But shout out to Bronny, man. I hope he has a successful NBA career, man. Whatever that
Me
looks
too.
like. Comparing him
NBA.
to his dad is unfair,
Yeah.
man. Insane. But hey, Bronny James, man, shout out to you. I'm excited to see what he does, though. I'm a fan of Bronny James, man. But
Yeah.
now let's get to LeBron James Sr.
Mm.
Honestly, bro, I'm one of the biggest LeBron James fans on earth, but like I don't know. Actually, I'm saying this right now, but I won't know until he actually retires, bro. But as of right now, I don't know if I'll feel sad when he retires, man. Like I'll feel grateful to have experienced his career, bro. Like
That's fair.
this
That's
man's
very
been
fair.
carrying the league on his back for I'm not gonna say his whole career, bro, but for a good amount of
Pretty
it.
much,
You
bro.
can say
Because when he
10,
came in the
15
league, bro,
years.
he was damn near the biggest league or the biggest name in the league, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's fair to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like it's just like LeBron. We can all agree that LeBron James is a very big he doesn't lack on confidence, man. He's one of
For
the
sure.
people he's one of those people that bigs up himself, man, and like
Yeah. Old
he
heads would consider him arrogant.
yeah, arrogant, bro. I'll say that. Because at first, like when I was growing up, I was like, LeBron's not arrogant, but now that I'm older, I'm like, yeah, that's my guy, but I can admit he's very arrogant, man. He likes to gas himself. And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. You should always be your biggest fan, bro. But
No
like
shit.
some stuff goes over the line and kind of gets like when LeBron James talks, sometimes I kind of cringe because I'm like, damn, bro, you shouldn't have said that. But hey, he's his own man. I can't tell another grown man what to say, but
Amen.
I'm not gonna be just cause like I feel like it's time in the NBA for new stars to emerge, bro. And like I've been seeing this discussion all over social media, just in the basketball world, bro. Like the NBA is not doing a great job of pushing the newer stars. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
Like I feel like they've been kind of like relying on LeBron, KD, Steph, and those guys, bro. No matter like we take this for granted, like oh they're still playing at a high level, but it's like for how long? Like the NBA hasn't really been making too long term. Like we got guys like Ant, we got Shea. So you can
Jokic,
throw out whatever other names you want to throw out there,
Giannis.
or younger stars. You feel me? But
Yeah, for sure.
has the NBA really been doing everything they can to push those newer stars, or have we been just relying on like the guys that have been carrying the league, the Kawhi Leonards, the LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD, all these guys who are not going to be here in 5, 6, 7 years. You feel me? So honestly, I feel like it's going to be an emergence. I know a lot of people are saying the league's not going to be the same. It won't, but shit, Michael Jordan retired and the league bounced back. Like there's a lot of legends that have retired. Kobe Bryant. Like I want to see I'm excited to see like these newer guys emerge and like see what the NBA is gonna the future of the NBA
Yeah.
10, 12 years from now. Who's gonna be those guys that really step up? Another guy, Luca too. Like I want to see
Mm,
those guys emerge and really be like, okay, cool, like we here, you feel me?
yeah.
I feel like that won't happen until like a player like LeBron who casts such a big shadow on the league steps away. You feel me? So I'm
No, I
excited
hear
about
you.
that, bro. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no, that's fair for sure. I just feel like when I say like the league ain't gonna be the same, I'm more or less I'm just saying like it's crazy because there's not gonna be any more talk about LeBron James. You know, I'm not saying there's not gonna be any more House to highlight. highlights of LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like the game will forever be changed. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, when MJ left, the league bounced back, and I feel like the NBA can bounce back because just like you said, we have stars like Luca, Anthony Edwards, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, all of these guys. And I, like you said, I'm excited to see these guys take off too and see what the league relies on. Because once LeBron James, KD, Steph Curry, all of these guys are out of the league, they're not going to have an option but to, you know what I'm saying, have these guys take over the league. It's either that or they just kind of fall off and no one really talks about the NBA like that. But like you said, the NBA, I feel like it's a pretty versatile league. Like they can find guys that connect with all types of people, especially Anthony Edwards, who has a very just abstract personality with people that don't even like basketball, or even like Jokic. I feel like my sister, she sent me like a little TikTok of like a little Jokic, funny clip highlights of him just doing a whole bunch of random Jokic shit where he be dancing and shit, or just doing a whole bunch of goofy shit. So it's like he connects with people that don't even like basketball, or they just find him funny, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So I am excited for LeBron to leave in that aspect, but I'm more or less I'm just like, damn, we've been watching this guy since, at least personally for me, I've been like a diehard basketball fan since like probably 2012, 2013. So for me, like that was a really good era. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm a miss it. You know what I'm saying? Just that 7 year era from like 2013 to 2020. Like it was just a super amazing stretch he had, as a fan, just watching LeBron James. Even now, he's still hooping. He hit 9 threes against the Nets not that long ago. Like he's
Yes,
still
sir.
hooping right now. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely excited to see where the league goes. But as for LeBron James, man, I don't know. Like it's definitely gonna suck as someone. We're gonna feel like the old heads. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Man,
gonna be
that shit
missing the
crazy,
motherfucking
yeah.
the Isaiah Thomases, the goddamn fucking all them guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tough. But I'm excited to see where the league goes because they definitely have a lot of young stars. Like people forget Giannis, he's only like 28, 29. We have a lot of guys that are still young in this league, so I'm excited, man. It's gonna be really competitive. The league is right now, to me, in my opinion, is a lot about youth. You see some of the youngest teams up in the standings and shit like that. You got OKC, so I'm excited, man. But yeah, man, it's gonna be bittersweet to see LeBron James retire for sure.
All right, man. And as we're going through these topics,
Mm-hmm.
this is not necessarily a debate, but like comment down below. Let us know your opinions. You feel me? Like we
Yeah,
love to go back and forth and chop it up, man, and just tell us why we're wrong, tell us why we're right. Let us know, man.
sure.
Let us know.
We open to new opinions.
Okay. So I know, bro, we talked about the playoff picture, but I feel like let's push that to the end so we can just get through these
Do it.
last two topics and then
Let's
we can
do
get
it.
to that.
Come
Let's
on,
jump
man.
into the jump ball segment, man.
Come on, man. It's been a minute.
Oh, real quick, let's go ahead and shout out our MVP of episode
Let's
70,
do it.
man. 70
Yep.
episodes in, man. Shout out to us. Also shout out to bro. You feel me? Also a very
Yes,
big
sir.
part of what we've been doing over here. But our MVP of episode 70 is Chief Mac 88. You left
Chief
a
Mac
comment.
88.
You left a comment on one of my Chiefs videos, and I was like, damn, this is a very long, in-depth comment, man. So
Yeah.
any engagement on our videos, man, it means a lot. Like the fact that you took time out of your day to interact with our videos, man. I really greatly appreciate it. So thank you.
Real shit.
You're the MVP of episode 70.
Hey, man. Shout out to you, man. Chief Mac 88. Hey, man. You know, my guy Tosh, he's been a Chiefs fan for a long time. He's one of the biggest Chiefs
Since
fans I
I since
know.
I came out the womb, man.
Exactly, literally. He said it on previous episodes, so it's definitely here, you know what I'm saying? He said it before, but I will say he's one of the realest Chiefs fans I know, so and he made a really great video dedicated to his Chiefs fans. I really hope that my man Taj makes a little Chiefs series. I'm pretty sure it is coming, but hey man, I'll definitely be tapped in. But shout out to you, Chief Mac 88, man. Stay tapped into the videos because you know my man Taj right here. He's like I said, one of the biggest Chiefs fans I know, the biggest diehard I know. So yeah, man, he's loyal to the soil, so we appreciate you, but keep tapping in because my guy Taj got some more in store for you.
Bro. So this jump ball question of the week, man. I'm excited to ask this, bro. And this is
Oh
like,
shit.
honestly, bro, I be on Reddit. I don't know if you're a big Reddit type of guy, bro, but like
Yeah, I'll be
a
hopping
lot
on
of
there sometime.
yeah, there's a lot of different communities that I be on, bro, and like there's one where it's just like be random ass questions.
I swear,
It
man.
make me think, bro. I'd be like, so I'm excited to hop on here, bro, and ask you this. If you
Oh
were to
shit.
wake up in 2050, so we're in 2024 right now, bro. We're talking about 26 years from now.
Yeah. Yep.
What's the first thing you would check, bro?
Oh, damn.
What you checking on, man?
The first thing I'm checking is to see if my Clippers won a championship yet. I'm probably still gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna be mad as hell. I'm gonna be
Oh,
punching the air. I'm gonna be punching the air and say, "Oh, but no, real shit. 2050, bro. That would be insane. I'd be 50 years old, man. Shout out to my 2000 babies, but
yeah.
man, bro, I don't know. That would be tough. Like, oh my god, I'd probably depending if I had a phone. It just depends on where I'm at. Like, fuck, if I don't know, bro. That's a really tough ass question,
What
but
would life be
if
like, bro, in 2050? That
that's
shit
what I'm
crazy.
saying. Like, I'd probably check. I'd look up first to see if it's day or night. You know what I'm saying? To see, I just look my surroundings. That's the first thing is check my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? But after that, man, I'd probably see if my folks are still alive. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah, yeah,
damn,
for sure, for
I'd
sure.
be like, damn, where my people at? But like, I don't, bro. That would be so like, goddamn. I'd be appalled. Like, how do you feel, bro? Like, what would you check?
First
I
thing,
don't know.
first
That's
answer,
tough.
first thing, bro. That's a lot of stuff I would want to do because I would be my
Say,
parents' age, bro. I'd be my parents' age, so I would.
damn, really? Damn, your parents look younger
Man,
than that.
yeah, bro. Like I would.
Damn.
All right, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm hopping in the mirror to see what I look like. Check my appearance.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotta make
that's a
sure,
good
like,
one.
am I valid? You feel me? Like,
My bad. Still got it.
am I still looking good? You feel me? Am I in
Be
shape? I would
crazy.
check that out, and then I would I'm checking my bank account, bro. I don't even know if we would have bank apps anymore. I don't know because that's 20
I'd assume
years
so.
from now, bro. So 26 years from
Shit.
now, I check, see what my bank account looking like, bro. I would want to know if my people still alive. I would want to I would want to know like what the crib looking like. I want to know what my wife looking like.
Man, you got kids? Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
that's tough.
kids,
What's
my
your
wife,
car
yeah,
looking like?
bro. All that, bro. I'm checking everything, make sure shit valid, bro. I'm
Oh
calling my
my God.
siblings. I'm doing all that, bro. Like, what's happening? You feel me?
Was
Like,
good. Yeah.
and then
Let them
also,
know.
I'm checking to make sure my guy Pat Mahomes in the Hall of Fame, Trav in the Hall of Fame, Andy Reid in the Hall
He
of Fame. How many more chips have we won
hey,
as a
I
franchise?
will say Pat Mahomes better be in the Hall of Fame at that point. That'd
Yeah,
be crazy if he
he
wasn't.
could really get in the Hall of Fame right now if he wanted to. But
That's what I'm saying. If he ain't, that's some fuck shit right there. I ain't even gonna lie.
yeah, I'm checking on sports, bro, to see what happened, like who really blew. Like this is like 2K when I don't know if you ever play like a 2K franchise mode to where you simulate 20 years and just see like, damn, who
Uh-huh.
won what
Yeah.
award, bro? Who's in the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame?
It'd
I,
be
I would
interesting.
definitely check that, bro.
Hey, LeBron James, he's still playing, throwing GMs under the bus and shit. No, play. That'd be
It would
crazy.
be it would be Bronny James the third, bro, in the league who win champion.
That'd be
That shit would
crazy.
be crazy, bro. But
That'd be nuts. He like the best player in the league and shit.
yeah, man. Comment down below, man. Let us know what you would do if you were to wake up in 2050, 26
Oh,
years
that's
from
tough.
now. How old would you be?
That's
What would
tough.
you do? What would you check? Um,
I'd
yeah,
get some grub first and foremost. To be honest, I'd be hungry as hell.
I'd be hungry too. Yeah, go ahead and check.
Yeah.
See what's happening. Yeah, bro. Yeah, comment down below, man. Let us know. And this concludes our jump ball segment, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up we have, man, me and Coop was kind of chopping this in the pre-show. And this is a somewhat serious subject, man. As a sports fan. But sports betting and professional leagues. We had Jonte Porter, brother of Michael Porter of the Denver Nuggets,
Yep.
who is not Jonte Porter is not like he's not a great NBA player. He's appeared in 33 games in like 4 or 5 years. He's more of like a G League type guy, you feel me? But like he played on
Yeah.
the Toronto Raptors. And he was kind of running, and he's not the first player to do this, man, but he was running somewhat of a sports betting scheme, finesse, whatever you want to call, where he was betting on himself, but he was putting big, big, big money on himself. And he also had his friends doing it. Bro, let me pull it up to make sure I have these numbers correct, bro. But I seen like he was betting some real money, like some real bread. Him and his friends
Yeah.
finessing the league, and somehow the league caught on to it, man. And now it's not looking
He's
great.
under. He's still under investigation, right?
Yeah, it's
I
not.
think
Yeah,
there's still. It's not yet declared, but still, it's looking not too good for my man John Tay Porter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's pretty crazy, pretty
not
crazy
looking great,
situation.
bro. And one thing about sports, like growing up, I used to always I hated it, man. Even still to this day, you got some people who are not like they're not even sports fans, but oh, it's rigged, it's fake, yada yada yada. And growing up, I was a big WWE fan. Coop, you were too. And like whenever somebody told me the WWE is fake, it's scripted. When I was a kid, I didn't want to believe it, bro. But I got
Nope.
to an age to where I was like, damn, this shit is fake. Tough. But now, as an NBA fan, if anybody in my vicinity tells me, "Oh, the NBA is rigged, the NFL is rigged," I just automatically dismiss your opinion and consider you a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to hear it, bro. Because there's always a conspiracy theory for everything, bro. And it's like the NBA and the NFL is not fake, it's not scripted. But like when you have sports gambling, you have players like shaving points and Jonte Porter, one of the games they said he came in, he checked in. I think he said he missed a three and then went out with like a mysterious injury. So like shit like that makes you wonder, like, damn, what are players doing? What are players willing to sacrifice and risk to win
Mm-hmm.
a bet? Even though I feel like personally it's not worth it because, bro, how much are you even making off these betting apps? Like for the regular
Yeah.
people making 1,000 off there, yeah, we need that. But for NBA player, bro, that's not nothing. You making that
Mm-hmm.
quarter, you feel me? So cool, bro. What do you think about this whole little scandal, bro? And do you think you think sports betting and gambling is bad for pro sports leagues?
Well, as for Jonte Porter, bro, I feel like this whole situation definitely kind of just makes him look bad because, like you said, there was a mysterious injury where he checked into a game, missed a three, and he
He's
left with
cooked.
the yeah. He said he's cooked. Yeah, it's not looking too good, man. Everything's kind of adding up. Like people went back and watched the injuries and seen what time he left and shit like that. But like it was actually a game versus the Clippers where he left that game versus the Clippers after missing a three, and he left from a quote unquote eye injury from previous games. You know what I'm saying? And then a couple games later, he left with the illness because he wasn't feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So it's just shit like that that just isn't looking good. You know what I'm saying? After he missed a three, and there was also a clip that someone had of him banking in a three that he was trying to intentionally miss, and then when he made it, he turned around. And he was like, "Fuck!" Like he looked mad that he made the three. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's just bad, man. And then I also heard on a podcast that this dude, like, he was on some other podcast or whatever, talking about that, like he's into like investing, you know what I'm saying? He does a lot of business on Robinhood. So he's into like making money and like, you know what I'm saying, betting and stuff like that. So like it all just kind of, you know what I'm saying, accumulates into making the situation not really look that good for Jonte Porter. But then again, it is still under investigation. So I ain't even trying to throw him on the bus, but it's looking like he's cooked, like you said, bro. So I don't know, but as for the rest of it, man, sports betting, I mean, it's fun, like you said, here and there. We was talking about it before the show, bro. Like, it's fun here and there, but like, if you gotta, shit, hold on, my fault. If you doing this shit daily and like it's becoming like a daily habit, and there's been players to receive death threats to their families, to themselves over sports betting. So like, it's shit like that's obviously taking it too far. But I do think sports betting, it definitely like does have an influence in today's game. I don't know if you've seen this recently, bro, but I guess like the NBA League Pass, they're trying to convert to where you can, bet on the NBA app as you're watching the games. So it's like they're trying to get like a partnership. It just makes it all look really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's becoming more of a trend in today's like, I feel like we should just be able to enjoy sports and just enjoy the players. And I know it sounds super cliche, but like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, I mean, money rules the world, but it's like, man, like,
It
this
does.
shit,
It
it's
does
taking over
change the
everything
way
we love, man.
it
It's
changes
crazy.
the way you watch the game, bro. I'm
Yeah,
not
exactly.
gonna.
Because I mean, before, bro, back when I was betting on Prize Picks a little bit, I caught myself doing it a little bit. Like before, I just enjoy the game. Say it was two teams I didn't even like. Say the Heat and the Suns. I was watching this team, rooting for Jimmy Butler or whatever, rooting for KD. But like now, if you have a bet on the game, you be mad at these players after they missing a shot. You be like, "Fuck, KD, you needed to hit that shot, man. Like, what the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? You watch it from a different lens, from a lens that isn't really actually enjoying the
Not
game for
pure.
what it is. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's just like, damn, man. So I mean, I like the sports betting. It's cool in sample sizes, but like when you're, sending threats to, I think the coach of the Cavs, bro, like he was receiving death threats from sitting players out and shit or whatever, and like he said his family was receiving death. It's like, bro, that shit's just, it's not what the game
Not
is
that
supposed to
deep.
be about. You know what I'm saying? It's not, yeah, for sure, bro. But that's pretty much how I feel about it. It's just it's taken to me, it's taken it a little too far. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, sports betting, it's fun and sample size, but
Yeah,
people
bro. And
be
I have
doing
a golden rule.
crazy.
Like I don't bet on my favorite teams just because the simple fact that like for one, if your team ends up losing, your bet ends up losing, that's a double negative. You feel me? And like that would really ruin your whole day, bro. Like
Really?
you ain't gonna
Losing
want to
money
talk to
and your team?
nobody. You just like, no, bro. I'm finna eat and go to bed. You feel me? So I try not to do that, bro. Like I don't bet on my own team, and then like
Yeah.
it changes the way that you view the game, and it's like, damn, you can't even enjoy a good play. You're like, damn, why did you give it to this player? Like, and then you mad because your bet didn't hit, and then you also lose money on top of that, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these sports leagues should always make sure the integrity of the game is at the highest level. Like in the NBA, we've seen even it don't even got to be sports betting, bro. But like even what was the guy's name, Eric Lewis, who was blowing calls
Mm.
against the Celtics
Yeah.
or whatever, and like you end up finding out that his whole family Celtics fans. You looking like, damn, that shit kind of weird. You feel me? Stuff like that, bro. You got to always make sure to nip it in the bud, just to make sure it's not anything people can be like, oh, look at this. It's rigged. Like,
Yeah.
got to make sure especially, bro, like I'm sure it happens just because like people have knowledge and people know people inside of organizations, but like
Mm-hmm.
you even think about the whole reason why they created injury reports. They created injury reports so people that are betting on the game, they have this knowledge to know like, okay, cool, this player's hurt. But like there's also it gets funny and gets weird when like injuries are not reported, but then you also know like there's people inside the organization that are giving other people this knowledge that are betting on games and stuff like that. And then we also had if you guys get a little minute and you're a very diehard NBA fan, go watch Tim Donahue. Go watch his
Mm.
documentary, man, about him. Like really, he did a lot of shady stuff, man. And he wasn't the only one in the league. He's just the one. He was kind of like the fall guy, in my opinion. Like he was the person who the NBA was like, damn, we got to scapegoat him because it was a lot of funny business, man. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, the Kings Lakers series back in I think it was '02. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was the referee was very funny in that one, man. But Tim Donahue, he admitted to like, nah, we didn't necessarily just rig the game, but we did do little things that made it to where like a Kobe Bryant was scoring more points because it was better for the league. So just little
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, bro. Allen Iverson getting into it with the referees. He said, yeah, we did have a moment in time where we were purposely not giving them calls because of how we treated referees. So stuff like that, man. It's just real interesting, bro. So
Yeah.
these leagues have to keep the integrity of the game at the highest level, bro. We don't want any funny business, we don't want anything that disrupts it, bro. And then we also have fantasy sports too, bro, that have people sending death threats to players and their families. So, bro, we just got to make sure, like I said, highest level integrity, man. We got to make sure it's locked in.
Hey man, for the last topic, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the NBA playoff picture as of April 7th. So obviously, man, this is bound to change because it is a very, very competitive league we are in right now, where the top three teams in the Western Conference are all separated by not even a game. So that can change daily. So we're just gonna go ahead through right now and talk about some of the playoff pictures if the playoffs started today. So with the first one, we're gonna go ahead and talk about is gonna be in the Western Conference. We're gonna go ahead and start with the first seed. So the Denver Nuggets, they would be going ahead against to play the winner of the Kings and the Warriors. And I feel like either one of those teams would be a very fun series, you know what I'm saying? Because the Denver Nuggets have had their way with both those teams, to be honest. But I will say the Sacramento Kings, they have beaten the Denver Nuggets twice this regular season. So I don't know. Obviously, the playoffs are different, but which one of those teams would you rather see go against the Denver Nuggets in the first round? Would you rather it be the Warriors or would you rather it be the Kings? Who do you think would put up more of a fight in that?
Um, I would like to see the Golden State Warriors in that series just
Yeah,
because of a Steph Curry, a
the
Draymond
Curry
Green.
factor. Yep.
Obviously, the Draymond Green can keep his head on straight. And obviously Steve Kerr, man, one of the best coaches in the league. I necessarily didn't give him his respect that he deserved,
Yeah.
but like he's a great coach. And the best thing about Steve Kerr is that he doesn't have an ego. He'll make adjustments. He'll admit that he's wrong. And
Yeah.
I feel like that would be, I mean, they're not going to beat the Nuggets, bro. Let's just keep that at the forefront. But I would like to see that series. They would be competitive. Probably, when I say competitive, probably like 4-1. I think Steph Curry could get them a game, man.
Mm.
But I don't know, man.
Mm.
The Nuggets might I hope the Nuggets don't breeze through the playoffs, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
How
I
about
feel like
you,
there's some
bro?
competition, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling pretty. I mean, obviously, I think the Nuggets will win, but like, bro, there's no telling about this playoffs. Obviously, the Nuggets, I feel like they get the benefit of the doubt since they came off a championship and they've looked like damn near the best team in the Western Conference all year. If you're talking about just the grand scheme of things, obviously the Thunder have looked good and the Timberwolves, but they're without Cat right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no telling when he comes back. But I mean, they still. I mean, that series isn't even guaranteed because, like I said, they still those teams are in the play-in, and also the Lakers and the Pelicans, so they still have a chance to play one of those teams too, bro. Yo, Lakers could go against the Nuggets in the first round too. But as for the guaranteed series, man, we got the oh my god, the series that I'm not looking forward to is the 4-5 is the Clippers versus the Mavericks, man. I'm
Every
not
year,
trying to.
man.
I'm tired of playing them motherfuckers, bro. Because I feel like I mean, realistically, I hope the Clippers would win, but bro, there's no telling. I dead ass wouldn't be surprised if we lost because this third time a charm type shit. And Luca, he's got a better partner and Kyrie. So how would you feel about this series, bro? Which way could you see it going? Because to me personally, it's damn near a coin toss. Like I feel like that's a damn near a 7 game series, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's yeah. I can't
So
really even
for
choose.
entertainment value, bro, I love seeing y'all play match up against each other, bro, because it's always a great series. But
Yeah.
it's damn near until the Mavs prove otherwise. It's like a big brother, little brother type situation to
No,
where
no, I hear that.
the Clippers
Yeah.
always like end up, all right, cool. We let y'all get some games, but we gonna all right, let's go ahead and turn it up and win this series. But right now I'm gonna go with the Clippers, but it's gonna be an entertaining series, bro. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun matchup. And then Clippers, bro, y'all got firepower, man. Y'all got firepower.
We
So
do.
what happens,
Norman Powell
man?
off the bench, man, my guy.
Man, so I'm excited about that series. And then
Yeah.
mentioned we got Kyrie Irving in the playoffs, and you know Kyrie, he's known to turn up come playoff time.
Big shot taker. Big shot taker, big shot maker, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm excited about that. How you feeling about it though, bro?
Honestly, shit, I'd rather play if I had to choose because, like I said, the stands are always flip flopping. I'd rather play the Suns than playing the Mavericks or the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, bro, the Dallas Mavericks, like I said, they gave me damn near PTSD a couple years ago. We went to, I think it was Game 6 against them in the first time in the bubble, and then Game 7 the year after that. So, bro, Luca, he's a dog. He's just gotten better since then, and he has, like I said, a better teammate or just a talented teammate in Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? They have decent pieces around him. You know what I'm saying? Derek Lively. They got PJ Washington, Tim Hardaway Jr. off the like they have pieces that I feel like could help them get out of the first round. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope it ain't against my Clippers, but I think I probably would give that to my Clippers. But the next series we got, man, is a really like very interesting one. It's the Thunder and the Phoenix Suns. I feel like that'd be a very very fun series. You know what I'm saying? Having KD go up against his old team. You know what I'm saying? And he's going against the face of the Oklahoma City Thunder now. But who do you ultimately seeing if this series started today? Who would you ultimately seeing winning that series between the Suns and the Thunder? Man, it's tough.
Okay, City, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm damn near an honorary OKC fan.
yeah, you
Because I'm
basically
really
are.
rooting for them boys in the playoffs this year, man. Especially if the Lakers lose early. OKC all the way. They're a young team, bro. With really, I mean, do you think they have something to lose, being that they're are they the 1 seed right now or the 2 seed? They're one,
They're currently the 3 seed, but like I
three
said,
seed. Oh, shit.
it flip flops all the time. Shay's been out, Jalen
Yeah,
Williams has been out, so
yeah.
they
It's,
dropped a couple games, but
it's very close, bro. But I do like that matchup, man. KD going against his old team.
it's
We
fun.
should pull up to one of those games. I'm not gonna lie, that'd
That
be
would be
very
amazing.
entertaining, bro. That'd be
You
very.
know the tickets to them games about to be a little pricey,
Yeah,
but hey,
yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
worth it. It'd be so
You're right.
fun.
KD gonna be
Devin
back in
Booker
town, man. D Book, yeah.
going
What's
at
up with
it.
Brad Bill? Is he playing? Is he hurt, bro? I haven't been paying too much attention.
He's been off and on the court all season, bro. There ain't no telling. But they've been hooping as of lately. They beat the Cavs by like 20 or 30 and then beat another team by 20 or 30.
I feel like a
So
very
they've been hooping.
similar situation that KD was in, in Brooklyn, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Um, that series though, bro, I'm obviously choosing OKC. I'm rooting for them, but when you got firepower like number one, D Book, and then you got 3-5, Killer
There's no
KD,
telling.
the Slim
Yeah.
Reaper,
Hey, they did win
call
the
him
most
that.
games against or against the Denver Nuggets last season in the playoffs against any other team. You know what I'm saying? They took them to 6 games more than any other team did. So
You got a coach
they
who you don't have to respect him, but he's battle tested, man. And Frank Vogel,
yeah,
he
he's
known
tough,
for
man.
defense, making adjustments, man. So yeah, it could go either way, bro. But my pick is gonna be the Oklahoma City Thunder, man.
Yeah, I'd give
My
that to them too.
honorary team. You feel me? Cool.
Yeah.
What you think, bro?
Yeah, I'd probably give the edge to them too, just because I mean they have been the better team all season. They've been the more consistent team. I feel like it'd be a little unfair to just to the OKC Thunder and just be like, hey man, since y'all are playing KD and Book, y'all are automatically booted. But like, you know what I'm saying? They just been the most consistent team or one of the most consistent team in the league, you know what I'm saying? Especially with how young they've been. I just feel like the athleticism when running up and down the court, but then again, in the playoffs, it's a whole different game. It slows down a lot, but I think ultimately I would take the Thunder, you know what I'm saying? But in the Eastern Conference, man, we got a couple of decent series as well. We got right now one that's locked up is a team that I'm rooting for personally in the playoffs because one of my favorite teams, or probably my favorite team in the Eastern Conference, the Orlando Magic, and then you also got the Knicks. I feel like that'd be a really good series. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Julius Randle came back, but he obviously ain't. But either way, it's gonna be a good one. You know what I'm saying? Who do you see coming out of there? Because Paulo, man, he's been hooping his ass off. I ain't even gonna lie, man.
Shout out to the New York Knicks, man. And cool, bro. I feel like you basically an honorary Orlando fan. Cause
Yeah,
like
basically.
even
Yeah.
before they was good, bro, you was always talking about the Orlando Magic, man. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you that badge, man. But
Yes, sir.
I think the New York Knicks will end up pulling this one out, but it would be a fun series.
Yeah.
Orlando Magic has a lot of young talent, bro, and I feel like Paolo is one of the most under underappreciated
Yeah. Second
players
year
to come
player.
into the league from shit, past 5 years, bro. Like I don't feel like he gets enough coverage, bro, and enough
Definitely.
respect. And he's one of those players who we were just talking about LeBron casting the shot on the league, man. Everybody kind of focusing on every little thing that he does, bro. He's one of those players that I could see stepping up into. I'm not saying going to be like replacing LeBron, but being one of those players who help, push the league forward. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about that, man. But we got to give credit to that young bull, man. I don't even know if we can call him a young bull, man, but that light skin cat, man, in New York.
Hmm.
Bro, he
Yeah.
was hooping, man. He left Dallas, and a lot of people doubted him. Like he's not that good.
Exactly.
He thinks he deserves more money than he's worth. Get that
Been
man his
hooping.
respect, man. Get that man his
Hooping.
respect,
He
bro.
had a 61 or a 61 point game against the Spurs, the game that Wemby threw the ball into the stands. That shit was funny. But I
Shout
got a
out Wimby,
question.
man. Go
If
ahead.
that series was to take place, bro, who do you think would be the best player in that series? You think it'd be Paulo?
Ooh.
Or could that be tough, Jalen Brunson? Because I feel like Paulo retrospect might be the better player in the future, but I feel like
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, bro, he's on a different level right now. You know what I'm saying? He's been carrying the Knicks. Like they're the fifth seed right now, but they'd probably be a lot higher if Julius Randle stayed healthy and OG Anunoby. You know what I'm saying? They've been banged the hell up this season. They just got Mitchell Robinson back. So that team, bro, if the Knicks were healthy, I feel like they'd be the only team in the Eastern Conference to give the Celtics a run for the money because the Bucks, bro, to me, bro, they've been looking a little fraudulent, which
But
we're gonna have
damn,
to talk
bro.
about. It's
I'm
tough.
I'm looking at like 3, 4, and 5. That's it damn near like interchangeable.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
I mean
Even
the
in the
Pacers
Western
could
Conference.
jump up too.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. It's so interchangeable, but as of right now, man, it's crazy. And even the Bucks, bro, like to me, we got to talk about them before the episode ends. But the Bucks, bro, they've been
Damn, bro.
fraudulent. They
Damn.
lost 3 games consecutively to the Wizards, to the Grizzlies, and then yesterday to the Raptors, who lost 15 games straight. They
Dog,
lost
bro.
15 games
I
straight.
hate why does Doc keep getting put in these positions, bro? You gotta save this man
It's crazy.
from himself. 'Cause, bro, he's also like I've been watching some of his interviews after games, bro, and he's already like excuse
Yeah, looking
and it's like,
bad,
damn,
bro. It's
Doc,
like,
bro. You was just on TV calling games, bro. You should have just chilled over there, bro. But you hop right back into the fire. And then a team that was expected, obviously, we know when the trade was made, bro. Everybody was expecting, like, oh my God, this is one of the craziest moves ever. They're going to the finals next year. And of course, Doc Rivers, like you fire a coach that's 30, he was like 33 and 13 or something like that, man. Number one in the East. And it's like,
yeah,
man, now Doc Rivers is going to be the one that leads this goddamn train off the train tracks, bro. I'm sad for Doc, bro. I'm sad for him, man. He's already
bro.
he's
It's
already running
funny.
excuses, man. Damn.
Oh, it's funny, bro. It's crazy because, like you said, all these damn excuses. But like, I was looking in, bro, when they lost to the Raptors like a day or two ago. I looked in the comments on the Instagram page of like when they post the final score. Bro, the fans were mad as hell. They were like, "We should have just kept Adrian Griffin." I was like, "Oh shit, that's how they feel."
Man, bro. Yeah, I'm sad. I
It's
hate to see
funny.
Doc go down this road again, bro. But
Hey,
hey,
it's his fault, bro. It's his fault at this point. He keep taking these damn jobs. Why would you take this damn job, bro? They fired their coach when they was like 30 and 13. Like, what? Why?
because that's what I'm saying. Now, like the expectation is like we fired this guy who was had our team as one of the best teams in the East, not even just the East, but in the
Exactly.
NBA. But now, like, if you hire a new coach, that's expected to, because when Ty Lue took David Blatt's job, they won the finals. You feel me? So
Yeah,
if you don't win anything less than winning the championship is going to be a failure, bro. So
literally.
yeah, it's rough, bro. But let's see what happens, man. Let's not count them out, man. What's the next series? What's the next
But
series?
the next series, man, the one that's locked up, I'm just talking about the series that are locked up at this point. But the other one is the Cavs versus the Indiana Pacers, man. I feel like that'd be a very, very fun
Mm,
series. Honestly, I'm gonna just keep it simple. I think ultimately I'd take the Cavs, especially if they got D Mitch out there, because that man is a certified,
bucket,
bucket.
man.
Yeah, man, I've seen him, fuck up my Clippers a couple of times. You know what I'm saying?
I
No
can't fuck
shit.
my life, man.
He crossed his light up, but hey, man, I'd probably ultimately take the Cavs, man. I just feel like they got the better players. They got more size too. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, them boys they got beat, pretty bad last year in the playoffs against the Knicks, but I feel like this is the series that they would take over because the only guy they'd really have to worry about is Miles Turner, as a big man. But that'd be fun seeing D Mitch and Tyrese Halliburton go at it, and also Darius Garland. It'd be super fun. But who do you got in that series, man? Ultimately,
I got the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. But also, I don't want
yeah,
to count out the Pacers. Pacers
yeah,
have
they got a good squad.
yeah,
Yeah,
they have a really very nice squad, bro. But I want to shout out to the Cavs. I want to shout out JB Bickerstaff too, man. I feel like he's a very underrated coach, in my
yeah, I
opinion,
hear that.
man.
Yeah.
No matter what happens after this year, bro, because like I don't know, I seen some stuff with Donovan Mitchell. Not he may not be happy over there in Cleveland. I don't know what's up with that, bro. But basically, what you just said, they have, in my opinion, they have more size. They have the better bigs, and then they have. Do you think D Mitch is a better player than Tyrese?
Um.
Because I feel
Yeah.
like just for like their
Yeah.
games in the playoffs, I feel like Donovan Mitchell, we've seen how quick he can heat up and how he can score the
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah. Like that game that I think of is the game.
Oh,
God bless you. Is the
thank you.
game that we actually beat the Utah Jazz. When he was tearing us up in the first half. He had like 45 points in that game six. I don't know if you remember that, the one when the Clippers finally got to the Western Conference
Yeah,
Finals,
yeah,
but he just tore the Clippers up. He's tore up a lot of teams, but like you said, he can heat up really quick and go for like a 40-50 ball. You know what I'm saying? Last year we just seen him have 71 points against the Chicago Bulls that went to overtime. So personally, I think it would be Donovan Mitchell. I give the edge to him. I feel like he's got more playoff experience. But like I feel like in the future, bro, Tyrese Halliburton could be like better than Donovan Mitchell. But I don't know, bro. He hasn't been that great since
but at
coming
least
back from
right
his
now,
injury.
though, you give
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Mitch.
I'd give the edge. Yeah, Tyrese, man, he's still got some kinks to work out. Like I think he's a really good 3-point shooter, but we got to see how that goes in the playoffs. And his jumper is a little crazy, and also I feel like he could be
That
a
should be
little
going
better
in though.
defensively. Yeah, it does, bro, which
Going
is
in.
crazy because like when I see him, I'm like, there's no way that's going in, but like he be getting that. It's like what the hell, but um. Yeah, bro. I think D Mitch is the better player overall, and I think the Cavs would win that series. Not handily, probably in 5 games. Probably I'd give them.
5 to 6.
But yeah, but another thing I wanted to bring to your attention before we close the episode is the Philadelphia 76ers, man. They just got Joel Embiid back. They won 2 games straight. I think the first one was against the Thunder, and then they beat the Heat after that, shortly after. So, uh,
They could
they,
easily jump up in the standings too.
yep, they're the 8 seed right now, but they're not too far back from the Heat, who are in seventh, and also they could, catch up to the goddamn Pacers and shit like that. Even the Magic and Knicks, if they,
It's crazy.
keep their head on straight. But how are you feeling about the big fella being back up in the Philadelphia 76ers, man? How do you feel about him being back? Do you think that if they can get him back healthy, now they do have some new pieces since he hasn't been back, Buddy Hield, Kyle Lowry, uh how do you think they can make some noise late in the playoffs, depending on who they play? If they beat the Heat as of today in the play-in, they would go against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, personally, I feel like that'd be a problem for the
Mm.
Milwaukee Bucks, man, because they haven't been the best. Go at Dame. You can go at Dame, throw Tyrese at Dame all series. I feel like it'd be tough, bro. But how you feeling about that? Do you think the 76ers can make some noise in this year's playoffs?
Bro, I feel like they'll be that team that just like that has nothing to lose, like that annoying
Yep.
team that's like a thorn in your side, bro. Now I
Mm-hmm.
will say this: if they end up matching up with the Boston Celtics, cooked. That's a buzzsaw. But any other
Yeah,
team,
especially
bro,
with Joe Lil
yeah, any other team in the
coming
playoffs, bro,
back
I can
and
see them
shit.
really like, wreaking havoc, bro. Like especially a
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, who I feel like hopefully this means he has his injury out the way early, because he's always gonna get. I'm not trying to make fun of the man get hurt, bro. But
No.
he's always gonna have that one injury
Yeah.
that's like comes at the worst possible time
Yeah.
for the team, bro.
Yep.
So hopefully this means it's out the way, and if he's playing loose with nothing to lose, bro. We know Joel Embiid's one of the best players in the NBA, bro. Like, honestly, he's unstoppable. We can say, like, we could really say he's unstoppable, bro. There's nobody that can check him, nobody that can guard this man. So any other team that gets matched up with, bro, he could easily beat them. And hopefully they could link up and end up playing the Boston Celtics later in the playoffs. They don't want to play him early because if they play him early, it's cooked, man. But I think the 76ers, bro, they have a stronger case as anybody in the East, bro, other than the Boston Celtics. So
I agree with that.
Let me know what you think, bro.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Because I mean, I feel like obviously besides the Boston Celtics, who are 61-16 on the season,
We shout them out real quick, bro.
They've been
I feel
hooping.
like they've been flying under the radar all year. You know, they've been damn near the best team in the league, bro. Like,
basically
60 wins, bro. 16 losses.
Wins. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane, but yeah, bro. Honestly,
I
feel
like the Celtics back in with KG and Ray and them.
I'm saying, bro, they honestly, bro. I was listening to a podcast. They said if this isn't the Boston Celtics, I don't know when the hell it will be because, like, bro, they got everything in their place right now. The East is completely wide open.
They need a championship.
Yeah, because bro, the second best team, bro, they're 14 games ahead of the second best team in the East. Isn't that crazy to think about?
They're insane, bro.
The Bucks are second seed. They got 47 wins compared to the Boston Celtics 61 wins. It's like, damn, but yeah, bro, like you said, I feel like the 76ers got just as much of a chance as any team in the East because, like we just mentioned, the Bucks, they have not been looking great, and they're the second seed. So, yeah, I feel like it's completely wide open. If an Embiid can stay healthy for at least a short amount of time in that playoff, I feel like that'd be great because his he's been in the league since 2014. It's been 10 years, and he hasn't had that playoff run where it's like we just remember, you know what I'm saying? That it's like, oh, yeah, remember that playoff run Joel Embiid had? Like, we don't have that memory because he hasn't had it due to injuries, which that has been a big case, or just him underperforming, you know what I'm saying? So I think this would be a really good, like, redemption type year, but you already know if they somehow lose in the first or second round, regardless if Embiid's coming off injury, Philly fans or other fans are going to be ready to, get on his ass already. But it's like, at this point, man, you just gotta hope for and Joel Embiid's his health because that's all we got at this point to pray on because he's gonna show up for the most part when he's on the court because he gave Victor Wembanyama, who's arguably the best defensive player in the league already, fucking 73 points this season. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's not many motherfuckers in the league that are stopping him. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be a treat to see a healthy Joel Embiid going into the playoffs. So I'm glad he's getting ramped up before he's, getting in there. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got anything else to add?
No, bro. I feel like we pretty much covered it. I mean, like you said, it's gonna be alternating and literally until probably the last day of the regular season. So we just gonna see where the chips fall, and once they fall, man, we're gonna talk about them. You know what I'm saying? But until then,
and then you said the plan starts on the 16th.
Yes, sir. It's the 16th through the 19th. So we got to see how that goes. You know what I'm saying?
We got less than a week. About a week, a few days. So I'm excited about that, man. The play-in, we're going to be tapped in. I know my Lakers are going to be participating. So, I'm going to have a very, very close eye on that, man. But it also determines, like, what matchups are going to be, locked in.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that, man.
Exactly.
But, yeah, this concludes episode 70 of the Bucket Discussions podcast.
70 of them things.
70, man. We're going to catch you the next one.
Peace out.
In the jungle like I'm Conan, count up with both hands. Switch the flow like it was broken. I'm on the road, man, making plays just like DeRozan. I shoot my shot, and that shit wetter than the ocean. I brag a lot, but with the wind and come the boast in. I made a lot,